Hello everyone, myself Dr. M.V. Satyabama, Associate Professor and Head Department of Commerce, E-Commerce, Nalamuthu Kaundar Mahalingam College, Pollachi. Today I am going to discuss about marketing. It's a very interesting paper. In this paper I would like to share my views on pricing. It means what is meaning of pricing, what are all the objectives of pricing, and what are the factors which affects the determination of a price and different kinds of pricing. Let me join with the introduction aspects, that is what is the meaning of pricing. Pricing is nothing but the value of a product is determined in terms of money. Yes, value of a product is determined in terms of money is called as pricing. At the time of fixing a price for a product, each and every manufacturer should be very careful in fixing the price of a product. Before fixing, they have to consider various aspects because this pricing element, it's considered as a key element. It determines the profit or loss of an organization. That's why it plays a vital role in a success of an organization. The objectives of pricing are, there are important objectives are called as target rate of return, market share, stability in prices, meeting competition and profit. Target rate of return is otherwise called as return on investment. That is, every manufacturer wants to get back the amount what they have invested. It is the prime motto of every manufacturer. He wants to get back the amount what he has invested. That is the first important objective fixed by the manufacturer. Second one is called as market share. Market share is nothing but they want to get good market share in the market. It is the ultimate aim of a manufacturer. Compared with competitor's product, he wants to get good market share and always retain the position of their product in the market. And third one is stability in prices. Yes, it is most important key element. Suppose the manufacturer fixing the prices is not based on stable, it is fluctuated always. It gives a confusing state of mind in the consumers. They will feel that why it is always changing the price of the product. How can they be purchased? Suppose if we wait for some time, there is a chance for changing the price. So let us wait. So this type of confusion will be in the minds of the consumer. So better manufacturers should avoid flexibility in prices. Stable prices is most important one. Then the next objective is meeting competition. Competition, a manufacturer, he has certain unique features in their product. Otherwise, he could not survive in the market because at the time of producing a product or at the time of fixing a price for a product, he should concentrate on what are all the competitors available in the market. What type of prices they are fixing for their product. What is that unique features of their product? How can we overcome the competition? How can we increase the volume of sales? So these are all considered as an important factors. Meeting competition is one of the important objectives. Then profit. Yes, profit obviously every manufacturer wants to earn maximum profit. That's why maximization of profit is one of the objectives of pricing. So it is possible only to meet the competitors and to fix stable prices and to get good return in the market and uniqueness of their product. All those factors is considered, then only he can able to get maximum profit. And next we will discuss about what are the factors affecting price determination. Here it is classified into two. One is internal factors and second one is external factors. Internal factors is nothing but the factors which can be controlled by the manufacturers. Here I have quoted two types of internal factors. One is cost of production and another one is objectives. What is cost of production? Very simple. The amount which is invested by the manufacturer to produce a product is called as cost of production. So based on the cost of production, he adds certain percentage of profit. Then he fixed the selling price of a product. Why it comes under internal factors? Because it is controllable in nature. That's why it comes under internal factors. It is within the organization. Second one is objectives. Just now I have mentioned what are all the objectives of pricing. Yes, the target rate of return, stability in prices, profit maximization, few other objectives also discussed. So the prices, before fixing the price of a product, manufacturer have to consider the objectives. He has to fix the objective based on the prices. Okay. Suppose if we want to change the price of a product, product means he has to make certain changes in the objectives. So it is within his control. That's why it comes under internal factors. He can able to make changes in its factors. That's called as internal factors. It is just opposite. Next one is external factors. External factor means it's beyond the control of the organization. We could not able to control over the factors. What are the external factors which affects the determination of prices? One is demand. We all know that what is the meaning of demand. It highly influences the consumer's mind. Suppose if your product satisfies consumers' wants, then only consumer will purchase your product. If it is not satisfied their desires, they will switch over to the next product. They will switch over to the next best alternative product. So demand is an important factor. Based on the demand of your product, you have to fix the price. Okay, then competition. Yes, competition also we discussed it. Based on the competitors, how they fix the price of the product. After that factors, we will discuss about different kinds of pricing. So manufacturer may fix the price of a product based on their kinds of product like that. So competitors, suppose if we want to produce a soap or shampoo or whatever may be, first analyze who are all the competitors available in the market. How they fix their price for the product. What are all the factors they considered before choosing a product or before fixing a price. So these factors have to be considered because it is very, very strong point. You have to meet the competition, unless otherwise you could not survive in the market. Okay. Then distribution of channels. We know very well about what is channels of distribution. First, a product is manufactured by the manufacturer, then wholesalers purchase the product from the manufacturers. Then retailers will be purchased the product from the wholesalers, and later on it goes to the hands of the ultimate consumers. This is the distribution channels. So manufacturer fix a price based on the cost of production. Say for example, the price of a product is 20, he adds 5 rupees, then he sold the product to the wholesalers at 25 rupees. Then the wholesaler, he adds also 2 rupees, sell the same product to the retailers at 27. Then the retailer, he also adds certain percentage of profit like 2 rupees, 29, finally 29 rupees is the final price of a product when it reaches to the hands of the consumer. So the channels of distribution also affects the price determination. Then we'll discuss about the different kinds of pricing. There are different kinds of pricing. Manufacturer may choose the kinds of pricing based on the product. First one is called as odd pricing. What is odd pricing? The name itself mentions odd pricing means the price fixed by the manufacturer in a odd number. Like say for example, price of a product is 50, he fixes the price like 49.50. He may think that the psychology of a consumer may be captured by reducing 50 paisa. So the volume of sales may be increased, consumers may be attracted towards the product by decreasing the price of a product. So based on this psychology, he fixes odd price. Then second one is called psychological pricing. The psychological pricing means what the manufacturer or seller is thinking that different, that paisa means that minimum difference in reducing the price will not change the attitude of consumer. So he fixes round number. Automatically consumers feel that yes, the minimum reduction is not gives the highest impact of pricing, so they will purchase highest volume of their product. They may think like that. Then only he fixes a round number as per psychological pricing. The next one is customary pricing. Customary pricing means the price is fixed by the seller on the basis of custom basis. Say for example, few products are sold in everywhere. Few products are same price. There is no fluctuation in price shop to shop. That is, say for example, sweets or soft drinks. These are all fixed price in everywhere. We could not able to get bargaining price in a few shops. So it is fixed price in everywhere. So it is fixed by custom. Then prestige pricing. It is implied in nature. Customer feels that quality of a product is determined based on the price. So if the price is high, they feel that quality also high. If price is low, they felt that quality is low. So these luxurious product only sold under this prestige pricing, like diamond, gold, this type of pricing. Under this concept, the psychology of a consumer, he don't want to bargain that product. It will affect, he feels that it will affect the prestige. So whatever the price, he is ready to purchase the product. Yes. Next, geographic pricing. Geographic pricing is nothing but the price fixed by the seller on the basis of the distance from the product where it is produced to where it is destination, where it is stored. So based on the north zone, south zone, like that, on the geographical area, price is fixed. Next price is called as dual pricing. It is, there are two or more types of pricing is fixed for a single product. Best example is railways. The vehicle is same, place of destination also same, but first class ticket, second class ticket, third class ticket. So the difference in price is varied. Like cinema theater, first class, second class, also like that. So for the same place, for the same destination, vehicle also same, but the price is different. So for a product, if we fix the price for two or more types, it is called as dual pricing. Then administered pricing. What is administered pricing? This type of pricing is fixed on the basis of administrative decisions, policy decisions. It is fixed on the basis of policies taken by the organization, not based on the demand, not based on the competition. It is based on the policy decisions of an organization. That is called as it is administered pricing. Then monopoly pricing. Monopoly pricing is studied in economics. Monopoly is nothing but a single seller. A single seller. There is no substitute products available in the market. A manufacturer, he can fix whatever the price he wants. Because here there is no competition. Because of no competition, consumers could not able to switch over to another product. That is the problem. The price is fixed in the hands of the seller. He is monopoly in taking all the decisions. Consumers no other ways to switch over to the next product. Then skimming pricing. This skimming pricing here, otherwise it is called as skim the cream pricing. Ice cream is best example for this. In this type of pricing, at the time of a product entered into the market, the manufacturer fixes highest price. Consumers, they feel that yes, the product quality is better than other products. So why don't we purchase the product in the market? So automatically highest volume of sales is possible. Because they feel that if the product quality is based on the price, consumers feels like that. So highest volume of sales is possible. Later on, they feel that consumers, no, it is not up to that mark. So automatically purchasing power of, purchasing decision taken by the consumer is low. So the manufacturer, he fixed that the price, he reduced the price of the product later on. At the time of introduction of the product, highest value is fixed. Later on, it is reduced slowly because of the purchasing decisions taken by the consumers. And the next pricing is penetration pricing. It is just opposite to the skimming pricing. Why it is just opposite? Because at the time of introduction of a product, a manufacturer fixes very low price for this product. Why? But the few type of consumers feel that the quality of a product is high, but the price is low. Why don't we try? We can purchase large volume of products. We will inform to the neighbors and friends about this product. So, after came into the knowledge of the manufacturer and seller, he automatically increased the price of a product. So, at the time of introduction of a product, the price is low and later on it is fixed as high because of the psychology of a consumer. Okay. Next type of pricing is called as expected pricing. Expected pricing means the pricing is fixed by the seller on the basis of the response of the consumers. How they responded. Say for example, they may take a survey. I am going to introduce this kind of shampoo in market. What is your response rate? He can issue a survey or by questionnaire method, primary or secondary data collection. After finally he understood that the response rate of the consumers towards the purchasing about that particular product. If it is high, he will fix highest price. Suppose the response rate is very poor, nobody is interested to purchase your product, automatically the manufacturer or seller fixes low price for their product. So, it is based on the response rate of the consumer, expectation of the consumer. Then, sealed bid pricing. Sealed bid pricing generally offered like tenders. Suppose you want to construct government jobs, government tenders or comes under this category, they want to construct a bridge or they want to construct a school or college. They offered and quotations received from different persons, and those who fixes low rate only get this bid, get this offer to fulfill that bridge construction or schools construction like that. Okay. This is called as sealed bid pricing. And the next one is negotiated pricing. Here, this is fixed on the basis of negotiation, not a fixed price. It is not based on the demand or cost oriented or competition oriented. The demand required by the consumer is analyzed later on the basis of negotiation only, these kinds of pricing. And I would like to finish with the last pricing, markup pricing. Markup pricing is otherwise called as cost plus pricing. Every manufacturer wants to earn maximum profit. We already discussed in the objectives of pricing, one of the prime motto of manufacturer to get good market share and maximum profit. So at the time of fixing the price, he adds certain percentage with cost of production. That's why it is called as markup pricing. Finally, at the time of introduction, at the time of cost of production, a price is fixed by the manufacturer, and later on it is increased and the price of a product increased when it reaches to the consumers. So thank you all for your patience listening.